So when I was younger, I went to a Catholic school, right? And there was a priest there. I was an altar boy. There was never anything inappropriate with me and the pastor that was the pastor of the church, right? But you often heard things in the news about how the Catholic Church is, predatory to these young boys. Yo, let's check this video out, man. And I want to know what y'all think, man. What would y'all do in a situation like this? Have you ever been in a situation like this? Let's watch this video and then let's talk about it.
I grew up in the church and my mother was an ordained preacher. And growing up in the church, I had to be included in the church in somehow, some way. So I was a praise dancer. And every first Sunday of the month, we had to perform our praise dance in front of the whole church. When I was 16 years old, I was still praise dancing, but I had just got my first job at Taco Bell. Baby, Taco Bell was the shit. Okay, I thought I was the shit when I first started working at Taco Bell. I bought my first car. I bossed up, upgraded my phone to the iPhone 8 Plus. Rose gold. Thank you, bitch. I was that bitch. If you had a rose gold phone, you already knew you was that bitch. With me having a new phone, which means that my camera quality was better, so I began to post on Instagram a lot more than usual. I would just post like cute pictures with me and my friends, or just cute pictures like when I'm at work. Just anything, really. One random day when I was at work, I had posted a picture of me being at work, and I basically was like, I'm bored or whatever, because, bitch, it wasn't busy that day. Once I posted that picture, a random page decides to DM me. They swiped up on my story and they asked, was I hungry? And I worked at Taco Bell, but because I was able to eat Taco Bell every single day, at some point I did get tired of it. And I'm like, sure, yeah. So they asked for my Cash App and they sent me some money. They sent me about $50 for food. Bitch, at 16 years old, $50 for food? But I'm rich. The username of the page was popstar underscore. It was a lot of underscores. So I went on about my day as usual. And then the very next day, I get a random Cash App again from the same person that Cash Apped me the day before. And the Cash App said lunch. I'm like, okay. So I text the page and I'm like, thank you. And then he was like, of course, like, no problem. Like, I love to see a smile on your face, blah, blah, blah. And I just enjoy making your day. I'm like, oh, that's so sweet. At this point, a month has passed, and every single day for a month straight, he sent me money. And every day, or I would say every week, the money got more and more and more. At first, he was only sending me $50 a day, and then it became 100, then 125, then 200, and 225. The most I ever got in one day was $300. And so I ended up texting him. I'm like, why are you sending me all this money? Like, I wasn't mad that he was sending me the money, but I just wanted to know why me. Mind you, I'm 16. Like, why me? And then he just replied, he basically was like, oh, I just like to spoil pretty girls and I think you're very pretty. I'm like, thank you. And I'm like, if you don't mind me asking, how old are you? And he was like, I'm 17. And I'm like, cool. At this point, a couple weeks has passed and he's still sending me money. So at that point, I'm just like, look, I'm not about to keep on talking to you if you don't show me who you are. And then he was like, no, like, I'm scared that you will reject me, blah, 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 if you found out who I am. I said, oh, now I really want to know who you are. Because at this point, I'm starting to like him, and me and him have, like, began to talk every day and flirt a lot. So, shit, I want to know who the fuck I'm talking to. Like, I at least want to know what you look like. He was like, I just really don't want you to reject me when you find out who I am. Yeah, nigga, now I actually want to know, who the fuck are you? I said, if you don't tell me who you is right now, I'm done talking to you. So like 5 minutes go by and he was like, I'm about to send you a hint. And I'm like, okay. He sent me a picture of a drum set. Okay. And then I asked him, I'm like, what do this mean? And he was like, you'll realize soon. I didn't stop talking to him completely, but I fell back a little bit because, nigga, who the fuck are you? So the first Sunday comes around again and I had to praise dance. After I got done praise dancing,
Yo, so somebody sends you a picture of a drum set. Who do you think? Who do y'all think it is, man? Leave me down something in the comments, man. It might surprise you, it might not. You know what I'm saying? But who do y'all think is sending a picture of a drum set that's supposed to be this mysterious donor that's sending her money and mysterious cash apps? What's crazy is that he got a phone number, because unless you know the cash app handle, you got to use the phone number to do this. But come on, let's go.
went home and everything, and he texted me and he said, I saw you today. I'm like, where? He was like, I can't believe that you really don't know who it is by now. I'm like, who the fuck are you and where did you see me at? So at this point, bitch, I'm scared. I started replying to him. I blocked him and some more shit because now, bitch, you freaking me the fuck out. Yes, I blocked his ass because I wasn't ready to die yet, bitch. And I was so scared I was going to tell my mama, but my mama was going to get on my ass about taking money from strangers.
Absolutely.
So shit. Bitch, I just kept that shit to myself. But I told my sister. And me and my sister trying so hard to put two and two together. We like, who the fuck is this? Like, who is this nigga? Literally no more than 24 hours later, another fake page DM me and they basically was like, I'm sorry that I scared you, blah, blah, blah. That was never my intention. I'm just so scared that you'll reject me when you find out who I am. I said, listen, I'm going to block you every single time if you don't sit here and tell me who you are. This nigga tells me, he said, I thought you were going to realize who I was when I told you that I saw you on Sunday. And when I sent the picture of the drum set, this is the nigga that plays the drums in our church when we're praise dancing. He played the drums every Sunday. He said, this is the drummer at church. Mind you, this man was over 22 years older than me. Which at this point, I'm more scared now than I was before. Because what the fuck do you mean? I was so fucking in shock that I didn't even reply to the message. I didn't know what to say. So then he texted me again and was like, and this is what I didn't want. I didn't want to scare you, and I hope you're not scared, blah, blah, blah. This nigga goes on to say, but you looked so good, and that ass looked so good when you were dancing last Sunday.
Hold up. Hold up, y'all. Hold up. I mean, come on, calm down, because I can feel y'all through the screen. So she's 16. He's 22 years older. So let's do the math. Carry the one. That's 38 years. He's 38 years old, and he's telling her her ass look good. First of all, he's sexualizing her as she's dancing for God. Like, that's crazy. I've been in church, so I know that when they dressed and they dancing and they got all these sheets and all these layers on and all these sports bras and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? It's intended to not be sexualized. It's intended for you to just pay attention to the movement and what, guys, you gotta chill, man. I'm telling you, you gotta chill. Like, this is not why we've been put here on this earth, to over sexualize these women and just be so damn creepy. Let's finish up this video, man, and we could talk about it. Cause I want to know, isn't it scary that somebody can go create multiple accounts, multiple pages, multiple channels to still be able to follow you even after you block them? You know what I'm saying? Isn't social media kind of sort of on the terrifying side, that it just constantly gives people access to you? As long as you have an account, any stranger can have access to you.
I was 16. This nigga had to be like 28 at this time. The creepiest part of it all is that I didn't know I was being watched. And I was flirting and talking to a motherfucker that I thought was 17 years old. I thought this nigga was 17 years old. That's why the internet is a scary fucking place. Like, when I thought he was somebody else, he was telling me how much he want to kiss on me and stuff like that. But I'm thinking this is normal, because at this time and age, that's what teenage boys tell girls that they like. But I'm not thinking that this is a nigga pushing 30 and I'm 16. And when I turned like 22, I finally told my mama. Because I was scared to tell her shit. She was going to get on my ass about taking that motherfucking money. But since I'm old enough to not get a motherfucking whooping, now I'm going to tell you.
Yeah, that's crazy. You waited, but you waited because you didn't want to get in trouble, and I understand that. But at the same time, if your mother is a pastor or a minister, or she has some kind of influence in the church, she needs to know that she got a predator sitting in the pulpit with her. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of them. You know, it's just that one just so happened to be so bold and blatant and couldn't hold back his demons. You know what I'm saying? He's sitting up there looking at a child like, you're 16, he's 38. That could be your father, yo. That could be your dad. That could be your stepfather. You know what I mean? It just makes it makes more of a reason why I can understand why women just have a problem with trusting men. You know what I'm saying? You know, especially older men, especially age gap relationships. You know what I mean? Because if you've ever been exposed to some kind of predatory behavior, it scares you. And then, you know, you're in a situation where church, you know, you kind of respect the hierarchies and the authority. Whereas, okay, he's playing the drums, so what is he? He's a minister of music. So if he's a minister of music, then he's respected. You know what I'm saying? So you kind of have to. It kind of puts you in a shock moment when you hear that this minister, this grown ass man, is interested in me, and now he's seeing my butt. What could you do with your butt, man? You can't tuck your butt in. You know what I mean? You can't. It's kind of hard to hide if you know what I'm saying, if that's what your shape is. guys, y'all got to stop being so damn creepy. You know what I'm saying? And if you've done this before, yo, let today be the day that you reach out and apologize. It's scary. I got a daughter, my oldest daughter used to be in the dance ministry. You know, she was very athletic built, and you know, she was into dance and competitive dance and all this kind of, you know, stuff where, you know, you got to wear these leotards and these tights and bathing suits and shit. Like I hated it, but at least she was shaped like a 12-year-old boy. So I'm so thankful to God for that. Yo, look, check this out, man. If you got any kind of friend, anybody that you know, anybody in your church, your family, you want to try to come out and confess that this is something that may have happened to you and you've never told anybody, share this video. This is a good icebreaker right here. I'm always looking out for y'all, man. Like, comment, subscribe, share this video with somebody. I'm on my way to 8,000. Till next time. Peace.